Hello. Welcome.
Wait, have we started?
Strong. God damn you. God damn you, Ryan. I'll send you to fucking hell. Is that too much? Hey, welcome one and all to the C-Team Better Advice panel. I'm looking at how everyone is oriented on my screen, and I'm going to try to do my best to introduce our own throng, our sub-throng of the larger throng. To my right, however you may see it, true right, I know where it is. To my right, it is Dragonborn Narcissist, Donaar Blitzen.
Yay. True right versus magnetic right.
Yes, exactly. I know that it's confusing. Situated in a quasi real space between my right and the right of my right is a coherent beam of Lathander's holy light, Evelyn Marthain. Yep, that's the one. You've seen this hand configuration. You know what it represents.
Praise the morning Lord.
Exactly right. Now, to the right of my right, to the right of true right, repping the natural world, Walnut Don Grass Kakra.
Little bird, and then it's gone. Whoosh.
Also
Flies out the winter.
Also a powerful mask.
It is. Gets the nose and the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Just get that bird, put it right there. That's a classic scenario. Now,
can't get sick that way.
Well, you can. It's just a different sickness. You just get this sickness from the bird.
Birds don't have flu, right?
We'll talk about it. Donaar, this is something we'll discuss at the meeting later. It's a bird-related meeting. It's actually run by a bird. We got a consultant in. Eric Opera. Now, to my left, not your grandma's grandma, except in those rare cases where she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie Beestinger.
Whoa.
Yes.
What's going to be?
Yes. You're keeping it low?
I'm doing it off camera, so you can't see. Oh, but I came up with a good Rosie hand symbol. It's very close to Kakra, but it looks more like a bee with little legs sticking out.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, it's so hard to do it. Yeah.
You will be hearing from my lawyers.
So see, this is the funny thing is that I saw your face, Walnut, and I was like, I think that's actually just Walnut's face. Like real Walnut, actual face. Oh, that's pretty, this is marvelous. All right, now, to the left of my
Buzz.
Very good.
Buzz.
Emerging as though from a mist shroud. Kris Straub.
Well, I have my own, and it's not derivative. It's just this.
It's utterly unique.
The original.
Whoa.
It's got a unique texture. It's all my own, and I'm inviting you into it.
There's nothing derivative about Kris Straub.
No.
Am I right?
Not a bit. 100% OC. Do not steal.
Do not steal. God damn
steal.
it.
You should probably rank these in most original to least original. So
yeah.
Clapping.
Okay, Ryan. I mean,
being
Donaar.
number one. That's the best. You all steal mine every time you clap.
Yeah. Anytime you do something with the hands, it's like, it's time to start paying something up top. You know, right? A little bit off here. Now, as you all treasured employees, as you are all aware, we do from time to time accept requests for the kind of advice that only we can provide. High utilization advice broadly applicable. They're coming to us for real help with their real lives, and I want us to honor that as we move forward. Blessing by player from home. Hi, guys. I have a question. Since middle school, I knew I'd hate geometry and physics, and now my life is turning upside down. Sometimes I can't go places, and whenever I put keys on the drawer, they float above the surface. Okay, this question changed here at the midpoint.
I buried the lead. Yeah.
I kind of thought it was going one way, and now I feel like it's going another way. The other day, I got into a car, and it flung me to the other side of town at 400 miles per hour. At least I heal fast. How do I find solid purchase in this world?
And it still sounds like you're an alpha.
Yeah.
There's a lot of problems.
Is this one of those metaphorical questions?
Evelyn, I have to be honest with you. I feel like we're missing large portions of the question.
I feel like this is the kind of thing Kris would say, and I would nod and smile.
I also feel that Kris is both the asker and the answerer for this question.
I don't remember asking it, but I'm glad I did. I would ask this questioner whether or not others are experiencing the same thing. Is it possible? And if they are, then what's your problem?
You're not special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you trying to get a
join the crowd.
special
If the
dispensation?
people around you aren't having the same problems you are, then obviously you don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's historically been true.
Yeah.
That's what Kris says.
I think just again, I think that there might be some value in, entering into a dialogue with these floating keys, see what their position is on the situation. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
It
their
can't
position
hurt.
is floating.
Well,
above
yeah,
the-
they're there. I mean, they've got a commanding view, to be sure. Friends, I have a curse from Taurus Beestinger, not your grandson's grandson, except in those rare cases. My grandmother and her colleagues were murdered by an evil clone of their boss. Well, spoilers. I am currently on a path of revenge not seen since Mr. Wick lost his dog. I like the idea that the Wick verse exists and is just a template that can be slathered atop any
Yes.
other IP.
Yeah.
Any and all IP.
Indeed. What would you recommend as the best course of action for getting an extremely R-rated revenge on said clone employer?
First of all,
Yeah.
I couldn't be prouder.
You raised
this
them
question.
right. You
I
raised them right.
Right. You gotta raise them right.
Mhm.
Do I have advice on an R-rated revenge? How much time do we have?
I mean, there is definitely some time to devote to a incredibly elaborate revenge fantasy if you're
Well,
down to clown.
I'm down to clown, and I'd love to get your input on this. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
spitball a little bit here.
Mhm,
First instinct is hunt down all the rest of the clones, torture them for information, and then kill them after they give it up.
mhm,
I mean,
mhm.
that seems like the easiest way to go. Make sure every single one of those clones pays for what the evil one did, because on some level they're identical. So
Right. They inherit it. I mean, morally, right?
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sins of the father or sins of the original clone.
As
Mhm.
Sins of the original
Clone
clone.
equals culpable. That's the law.
I was just gonna say, let
That's
me
what
show
the
you
C
some
stands
documents.
for, baby.
Culpable?
That's
That's a
what the C
culpable
stands for.
team. I get it.
Oh no, not us.
No,
Oh.
absolutely no.
Them.
I think Walnut can work the worst of that part out for you for sure. I have a blessing and a curse by Sad Mac in San Francisco. I have okay. My eyes read ahead briefly. And
Just go with it.
okay.
See.
I have a universally appealing odor.
Wow.
I know the
Sure,
feeling.
we all do.
Congratulations.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Celebrate it.
Yeah.
It's like a question not
There's so many
required.
things you could do with that.
Well,
Yes.
let's see what kind of issues it's creating in their life. Folks of all races, genders, and creeds are irresistibly drawn to my exotic aroma, but I'm sexually irresistible to bees.
Okay.
Bees?
I've heard of this.
Yeah.
I've heard of this. Listen, as
Walnut
a
would know
nature
best.
expert, it is for me, as you can see, late summer, early fall, which
Absolutely.
is just traditionally the time that bees want to bone down. You got to protect yourself. What am I
Yeah.
doing to make them angry? Did I look at a flower sideways?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
As it's
And
been explained to me, he must be some kind of bird.
yes.
I
Also,
birds
bees are
fuck.
endangered. You need to do what you can to help support the population. And if this is the way,
Yeah. I mean, because there's
Technically, they didn't say that being sexually irresistible to bees was a problem.
Yeah, it really seems like more of just a general statement, doesn't it? It's just a piece
It
of.
sounds like bragging to me.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
not a question mark.
no,
what's the
exactly. It's
question
like,
being asked. It's not even
Yeah.
about the bees. Do we have an
Yeah.
actual question?
no, it's just a piece of information we're
It's just
supposed to
backstory.
absorb.
Oh, is there a follow-up question from the bee's perspective?
Yeah.
Why do I keep trying to fuck this bird?
It's a problem.
It's possible.
So all these questions, wait, some of them are blessings and some of them are curses. But in this one, I think that the blessing is the bees and the curse is the stank.
It could be. Yeah, it could
Blessing
be. But
is the bees and the curse is everyone else.
Exactly.
Hold on. There is, I think, plot twist potential here. What if this has been, and Walnut, obviously I need to tap into your unique knowledge set for this. Is it possible that this letter was written to us by a sentient plant?
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, that's entirely possible.
I think I have your attention.
You had my attention,
Ms.
and now you have
Dogface.
my sick fascination. Okay, well, if you are a sentient plant and you are writing this, my address.
I was just
is
gonna
One
say,
Street
please
Grand
contact
Courtier.
me. I can receive mail at.
Yes, please. My pen pal needs to be a plant.
I'm deeply ashamed that it took me that long to get to what the letter was actually about.
Did we receive the letter on paper? Because that's sick.
Well, I was.
And what if they could?
Disgusting.
Yeah,
It seems like writing a sentient plant writing you letters about the bees that are sexually attracted to it could be a form of erotica.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there is something. The further we get down into this filthy, sensual warren, the more interested I become. Frankly,
This is a sexy pen
face.
pal.
this one got cranked up. I will pass
Currently,
that
though,
along.
It's the plants that are attracted to the bees, right? Because pollen is just plant jizz, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Right.
We've still never been given a problem. This is just somebody picking up the phone. They're drunk. They're just talking.
I'm just saying, this seems like they're flipping the script, getting the attraction on the bees.
Hey now, Curse by Mard the Bard. Lately, for curse-related reasons, my dearest friends and I have only been able to spend time together using a complex arrangement of scrying and message spells. Same. You can see here, I've installed the latest pools. Only the finest
Grandmother?
here.
Yeah, I'm
at
calling
Acq
in
Inc.
from the ranch. I'm home right now.
See,
I
and
have
that's
to contact the wizard Sbaaro
yeah.
to help me.
Sabaado. No, I mean, obviously, here at Acquisitions Incorporated, of course, we allow employees to work from home. That's what the scrying pools are for. Make use of them. We might stay this way, honestly. In any case, complex arrangement of scrying and message spells. I find this practice exhausting and less conducive to the casual interaction I crave. So it's another sex mail.
Yes.
Fuck some bees.
Yeah. Why don't you hook up with this plant? Can you offer any advice on better methods to interact or better spell slot management?
They should probably become a witch streamer. That's a good way to make lots of friends online and not feel lonely ever.
No, and the
Not be
But then
judged.
you're tied to your scrying pool, and if you spend one day away from your scrying pool, then all your friend count goes down.
Fiend count.
follower fiend count. Sorry, I like that. I got really excited about it. I think it's really, really good. Now, Kris,
Yes.
I mean, can you offer this individual a unique perspective on this? It sounds like some of the classic spells and methods, rituals, if you will. It sounds like they're not delivering the level of intimacy that they demand.
Well, if this person is talking about complexity, and that's where the source of the frustration is, I would recommend another method of contact, and that is easy to achieve depending on the distance from their friend and just good old physical law. What about a very long stick? You have one end in your window, other end in their window, and then anytime you just want to reach out, maneuver that stick. Hashtag. Think about it.
So you're proposing a sort of a stick rattling method of communication.
Not just a rattle. I mean, there's any number of motions. We got 6 axes of movement that you can
of stick freedom.
Of freedom. I tell you what, we should all be using a stick instead of this interface. I don't care for it.
Yeah, well, it does compress somewhat the complexity of the ideas that can be communicated, unless you've got something that you can do with a stick that we're simply not privy to.
Well, hold on a second. Let's think about this. So imagine a stick with a very tiny needle in it, and then you would speak to it, and then the vibrations would etch maybe into some sort of a rotating wax disc.
Kris,
always this crazy?
Heresy.
This is I was with you with the planet-sized hunk of malevolent amethyst. Now you're talking crazy.
That's why you should trust me.
I'm moving on. Blessing and a curse. Needle. Wax.
I'm sorry, I messed up.
Blessing and a curse by Nova from Victoria, BC. Mine legs. Oh boy. Just kidding.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, buckle the fuck up. Mine legs and buttocks be both pert and lovely.
Okay.
You can stop
Good
there.
for
I'm in.
you.
Nice.
I'm in. It's
Rats.
a deal.
Hell no.
Give me my stick.
Grandmother, hold your horses.
Gonna need
You
a
might
few sticks.
help her with the horses, Evelyn, if possible. The rest of mine body doth grow ever more hideous. The further it doth lie from mine rear haunches.
So
Well,
this is. Oh,
You've got to highlight your best features,
Yeah.
So if this means entering a room boot first, then that's what you got to do.
You back in?
Yeah, why not?
Back that thing up. Evelyn, I've been saying, have we been saying this? You gotta back that
Lathander
thing
made
up.
that booty, you celebrate it.
That's your first impression.
Yeah, exactly.
Very strong.
Exactly. And then it's just and then you just work it down from there, right?
What about a sack that it starts opaque, since this is the worst part?
Yeah.
It's opaque here and then slowly becomes more transparent as it goes down.
Oh, like
and
an
then by the
ombre
time-
look.
Yeah, like an ombre sack to cover your most hideous parts.
The mystery.
No, Walnut? Not into
Lathander doesn't think they're hideous, though, just for the record.
Well, everyone else does.
I don't like grandmother saying the word sack. And I want to put that out there for the rest of the panel. I don't like it.
All right, I'll add it to the list of words I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah, that's our word.
Please do.
Sack. It's but it's just, no K, right?
No K.
No K. No K.
Okay.
Curse by Agavesi from Oakland. I have to find 2 new roommates to live with. How do you all assess if someone will be a good roommate?
Oh, I don't. I just adopt them and have them come live in my house.
It'd be weird because you don't want to prejudge.
No.
I adopt them and have them come live in a different house.
Nice.
That's
I know.
how I treat roommates.
I know they'll be terrible. And so I show them to Evelyn and she just takes them. It's great.
As far as I'm concerned, great roommate until proven otherwise.
I evaluate how dummy thick they are as opposed to how ugly they are. And I develop a sort of metric from that.
What
Why
if
do you
they
need-
start dummy thick, but they get ugly as it goes up?
Get that
I
sack.
mean, it depends how much rent is then.
Well, here now, this is a situation that I experienced. I would
You were
like
dummy
to,
thick?
No,
I've been saying it.
I would like to.
Omin,
I would like to
you
present.
are a little dummy thick. Can we talk about Omin's dummy thickness? Evelyn, do you have any thoughts on the dummy thickness of Omin drawn?
Mostly we're pen pals, so I would say his rhetoric and vocabulary are, of course, dummy thick.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is, it's like you have sex with one guy, and then rumors start getting around. It's like
what?
It's beyond my control. I'm speaking metaphorically.
Just the one, huh?
Well, it's enough. It's enough. But yeah, I mean, my understanding in this context, I mean, you grew up ensconced, did you not, Donaar, by hostile siblings? I mean, has that given you any tools has that given you like robust interpersonal tools to assess a roommate?
It depends if they don't hit you and are mean to you, and if they don't put your head in the toilet and kick you and call you names, then they're good roommates.
Okay, so these are the and it's like you have it written down like on a card so you can remember, and you have to flip it over, and it's like, and doesn't kick, and then also blessing by Pinion of the Scarlet Mask. Pinion of the Scarlet Mask Circus. I apologize. I did not know how long this handle was. I can climb really high, then jump down and fuck people up.
That's awesome.
That's so cool. Next question.
There it is. That's all I've been given. Just
Thanks
so
for
everyone's
being
on
here.
the same page.
Thanks for joining the conversation.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be looking up reflexively.
Donaar has some of the same qualities. Donaar, you've climbed pretty high before and jumped down.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Like every the time.
Tuesday. That's just a normal Tuesday.
That's my jumping day.
Go skip it.
Now, Blessing by Dan of the Gab from Terror Australis.
Wait, that was the whole question?
Miss Dongrass, I wish I could offer you more nutrition. But that's what the Pinion of the Scarlet Mask Circus. This is a classic issue. I think a lot of the work went into the handle. Maybe not a lot of follow through here on the back end. On the caboose.
People just need to be listened to, and that's a service we can provide here.
I don't think so.
Right.
The question about jumping and falling on people didn't stick the landing.
Anyway, I gotta go. It's been great.
How do you block people on the scrying pool?
I'm just gonna put a sticky note over him. Hang on.
Oh, good idea.
Now, Dan the Gab from Terra Australis. My blessing is simple. I have, from a young age, been very diplomatic. Okay. I feel like tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like if you're someone who says that you're diplomatic,
yeah,
you want to hear this from someone else, right?
Yeah. He's the most humble person he knows.
I have some experience with this. With a silvered tongue that drips honeyed words. I'm now 33 and I've found myself able to ascend easily via 80% schmooze and 20% talent. I am unsure what to do with this as I have no direction. Yeah, they simply haven't been provided enough challenge because they started out with a bunch of points in kiss ass.
Failing upwards can be really difficult sometimes.
80% schmooze and 20% talent. I can't think of anyone that fits that description. Can you, Omin?
We don't know anyone like that. And I think the only example we could refer to would be here in the question.
But play in the space. Omin, Ominifus, Hereward, John, CEO.
Why don't we
just explore it. Like, pretend you're that person. What kind of advice would you give them? It's not you, but it's them,
Well, I mean, at that point, the only limiting factor on your career truly is how many places you can be at once. Until we have a solution for that, I think we're stuck. Blessing.
Wait.
Yes. Yes, Ms. Dongrass.
You're moving on too fast. When we said 80% schmooze, 20% talent, I immediately went to 95% schmooze, 5% talent, and was thinking about your good friend who is not with us right now. But you know who I mean.
Rest in pieces.
Rest in peace.
Oh, are you describing a Viari scenario?
No, try again.
Perchance.
Although, also yes.
Although, actually, you hang out with a lot of himbos, and we need to talk about it.
I thought that was kind of the usual mix for Acq Inc. upper management. Isn't that how you become upper management? Is, you know, as little talent as possible and as much schmooze as possible?
Omin just kind of surrounds himself with like airheaded guys.
The requester, the question asker, now has a clear path.
Yeah.
Apply for Acq Inc.
Management.
That's
I was just going to say management, upper level.
Are they trying to redistribute their skill points?
I think C-suite. Blessing by John Coffee Robot, a longtime ally. From behind the DM screen. So very quickly, before we continue, I was cleaning something because shit needed to be cleaned. It was fucked up. Like it had gotten to a point. And I found that patch that he gave us.
Oh, I have it too. Yeah, like literally
me recently
right
too.
I found it and it was too much. It was too much. That it was real. That I found it at that time. It was a lot. The fighter in the adventuring party I manage has a wonderful stage and theater acting background. That's literally the whole thing.
Okay, so the fighter
this can go a lot of places.
Yeah, this is really good.
Wait, blessing, curse? What is it?
This is a blessing.
It's a curse. Any theater kid is a curse.
But is this person describing the previous question asker? Is the thing.
It's possible. Maybe we haven't considered it correctly until this point, Evelyn. It could be a situation where they're embroidering a robust shared universe of blessings and curses, and there's unique connections betwixt them.
Yeah, you know what? I'm with Walnut on this. That does sound like a curse. A fighter with the penchant to be dramatic. Can you imagine the grandstanding and the monologues before every swing of the sword?
Well,
nothing would get done.
It's true.
No,
it's awful.
There's swinging from things. Anytime something else isn't being swung, it's nothing. It's like this. It's
now,
cattywampus.
I wouldn't say that all performers are like blanket.
My experience,
a lot.
Well, and I would say that there is an indication that a performer might be a danger to themselves and others, and it can be seen at a great distance, and that's a blessing for us. If you see the jaunty neck of a lute just jutting out,
no, now you've gone too far, and now I will argue with you. No,
with intensity, just young. You know what I mean?
Doesn't one of your moms play a lute? What are we doing here?
What?
There are lots of people who play lutes. Are you
Thank
talking
you.
about bards? I love bards. I wish I could be a bard.
Bards are great in a lot of ways, and in other ways, you wish they would stop playing music at 6 a.m. Who knows?
Yeah, it's a combination.
I'm just saying, if you have a fighter who says anything like, "Hearken to me, for I have a tale to tell you."
Oh, man.
Anything thou doth have crossed the path of Bradle be the ferocious. Like anything that is just get out.
Can you imagine like combat beginning and on the back a sword and the lute? And which one? No, it's the lute. We're doing that.
Maybe it's a call for help. Maybe this person doesn't want to be a fighter. Maybe they really want to be a bard and they didn't get the support they needed when they were younger.
That's interesting, but
and
too bad.
Yeah, that's a huge plus, and I wanna send a ham to these parents. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they should probably just, you
thank
know,
you.
do whatever path their parents set them on and be happy with their lot in life and never have any dreams. You're right.
Ham.
It worked for me.
And look at everything Kris Straub has accomplished. Right? I mean,
call from the scrying pool. Name one time where doing exactly what I told you to do has panned out poorly for you. Next question.
We'll get back to that one later.
Moving on. It's like, no, go back. Curse by Van Eschiach de Cannith of Siri. Ooh, Breland, Eberron. Here's the curse, everybody. Suboptimal party members.
Uh-oh.
Had those?
That's the whole curse?
No, they often act rashly. I think that they probably just need a cream in that case. Or for the greater good without pragmatism or cost benefit analysis. Yeah, I would say that's rare in my organization.
What's a cost benefit analysis?
Oh boy.
There is I have a very detailed scroll about this. I can show you after.
He's gonna
like where?
Power papyrus.
Yeah, exactly. Papyr point.
Damn it, Walnut.
There it is.
It's a lot of scroll. Let's put it that way.
Blessing. Sorry, wait.
Yes.
Don't move on yet, Omin. I have a lot to say about whatever just happened there. Where are you going to show her your giant scroll? And
I have a scroll. I have a scroll room.
In your
like the
scroll
library.
room. So just like a private room for just you to show your giant scroll to Evelyn right after
I've got
this.
a scroll humidors.
And explain cost benefit analysis.
It's all climate controlled.
What's the swing that's in there though?
That's the cost benefit swing.
It's for scrolls.
It dictates market swings.
This sounds so fun.
Now can I go on?
We need to outfit this business dungeon immediately.
I wanted to ask just a general question about these. My understanding is that a curse or a blessing is something that you don't get to have any power over. Some of these requesters of advice have said, I have this person that I work with that isn't very good at this. Well, then, but you can solve that. You can just get rid of them.
Yeah.
Is it a curse?
I think that the manner in which you dispose of this person can have any number of effects that are difficult to calculate at the head end.
Okay.
Consider this. Blessing by Avidelia Erisondoral. Whoa, shit. It gets longer from here. Mackle of Fanive. What a wild ride that is. I want to meet this person and hang out. From the pub down the street. Perfect. Now I know where to meet them. I seem to have a talent for unintentionally deflating my brother's esteem with regards to his painting hobby. Any advice for how I can profit from this on a larger scale?
Oh yeah.
That's Donaar's whole thing, right?
Easy.
Yeah.
Negging for money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Negging for profit.
When you put it like that.
Yeah.
It's always for profit, was my assumption.
So let's just Donaar, just as an experiment. I mean, obviously, I know that you're always looking to upgrade that decisionist coin. Here's an incredible opportunity. I mean, it's on the spot, but get ready. So I would love to see you just sort of sketch and doodle a business model about tormenting a sibling and then profiting from the work they create. Go.
Well, I think the first thing you have to do is define your management style in such a business. So this would work well. I define my management style as Stockholm syndrome. So what you're going to want to do is, really break down their will and their enjoyment in the craft itself until they're just a shell. And then you're taking notes. So comparing their work to rivals and how it's inferior, comparing their work to things you've done by accident and how it's inferior.
Things perhaps an animal or even a pet has done.
Yes. And then once you've thoroughly discouraged them and removed their will to do anything, then you use them as a beast of burden to carry heavy things and just rent them out to people who need manual labor.
Wow. Yeah. Now, how does the painting come in? Is there
what's that? Paint what now?
Now,
I mean, the beauty of this model is that painting compared to another painting. It could be about sewing. You sew like shit. Say it enough times, and eventually you got them carrying heavy boxes. The name of the game is carry heavy boxes.
It's freight.
How business is done.
Freight. This is we're trying to build a shipping company here at the end of the day.
Yum yum logistics.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Curse by
It's Kris, but go ahead.
Yeah. Oh. It was close. You were close. Curse by Ursa the Ash Bear. Oh, this is even drought. This is actually for you. I have been cursed to see the unfiltered totality of existence. Put a finger down, right?
I'll trade.
Yeah. What baked confectionery delight do you recommend to stave off the inevitable collapse of the mind that comes from seeing the heat death of the universe happening in real time? Well, they've really come to the expert here.
I heard that yams are the most healthy thing, the single thing you could survive the longest eating.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that if you wanted to continue with that vision, you'd want to support that
with yams,
support the meat with precisely, exactly. And they don't taste bad either. You can prepare them a lot of different ways. So yams is the key.
So a versatile tuber.
It's a great at snack time or anytime.
Like with or without the cinnamon and marshmallows and stuff.
It's really at your discretion. If you're looking for a little extra something special, maybe for guests, we're gonna go the cinnamon and the marshmallow. But it's great by itself.
In case your guests have also witnessed the heat death of the universe.
Yeah.
Sure. Like a book club.
Yeah, but for dude. Now, Kris, aren't there also savory options?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on and on. You can julienne those. You can do whatever you want with them. I wish we had them in the Underdark growing up. I wouldn't have left. I'm just crazy about yams.
Curse by Ram Rapara from Under the Big Tree. So you might know them, Walnut.
Sure.
You know the one. Dear C Team, in what I thought was an incredible bargain at the time, I recently acquired a pair of fine shoes. Well, this is a day to remember. However, oh shit, see, I knew there was going to be a twist.
However, oh fuck.
I mean, the other questions were like, good shoes, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm familiar with the concept of a shoe. Whole question. However, it appears they're cursed. Fuck. A new journey awaits me. Well, sounds like you got shoes, so I mean, you're starting the right way. Hopefully an exciting adventure that'll leave me in a better place, but I can't take that first step. Please advise. Is it possible that this is the stepless shoe that we've all heard the tales of right there?
Shoes of unwalking. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not the destination, it's the journey. And then sometimes it's not the journey, it's the lack thereof.
That's the journey.
That's really the tale of the C Team. And if we've learned anything about that exact experience.
So Evelyn,
As it is written in the holy texts.
Is there anything else in the Book of Lathander on not going being the real going?
Oh, absolutely. Not going is the real going is one of my favorite hymns that we sing at the temple.
Which Omin, being a devout follower of Lathander, definitely also knows the words to. So,
oh yeah,
probably,
I would love it if you could.
Me up.
What? I hear my mom.
You live with your
She
mom?
wants you to sing.
I'm home for last Stone's Day.
For break.
Yeah.
What better
Briefly.
way to soak up the sun than to stand in one place as it rises and falls in a perfect arc over your life?
I want to be mad at it, but that's the content I needed right now. Curse by a secretive swordsmith from I'd rather not say. Makes sense. Don't fuck it up in the first sentence. I have spent a long. It's like, oh, that's swordsmith. I've spent a long time forging cursed blades, and a long time forging blessed blades. Ooh, as the situation demands. What I really like to do is forge a blade with a curseling or a blurse.
Mm-hmm.
Can you recommend a competent wizard? No. Or a sorcerer? Yes. Who can help me accomplish this task? I mean, obviously the person, and tell me if I'm wrong here, Evelyn, the first person who comes to mind here has got to be Strix Beestinger.
Oh, absolutely.
On the sorcerer side. And I will tell you this much about this particular Beestinger. She's not 100% clear on the value of money, and that's going to work out very well for you. If you give her something that is very, very shiny, you're probably in.
Or edible.
Yes. If it gleams.
What's a good?
Yeah.
I was going to say, what's a good blurse? Like what? I kind of want to know a sample.
Yeah.
A sample blurse. Here's a terrible one.
Yeah.
You have a sword, and when you slice it, the person falls unconscious. Even if you miss, that's pretty good. But also, your family home sets on fire at the same time, right? Like that's a blurse.
What about
agreed?
When you hold the sword, your face gets real ugly, but then you're packing sick cake in the old dump truck. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Oh my God.
As soon as you produce this weapon,
They won't see
Okay.
that sword coming. What about a sword of mending?
Oh.
Nice.
That's the perfect one.
oh, that would be the biggest surprise. You'd have to chase people around to use it on them.
Yeah. I think it
You
just
have to
passes
chase
through.
wounded people down.
Yeah, exactly. They'd be like, no.
Just let
Put
me
me out
stab
of my
this into your
misery.
wound.
No, just weakly swiping as the blood loss accentuates their loss of consciousness. No.
Yeah.
Or like a lack of journey being the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An
Wow.
unjourney.
Lathander.
I learned a lot today.
No, I think we all did.
I think.
Oh my God, the
Nothing's to
the
Lathander.
final question. I just saw that was the final question. I find that
I could
very
do this
hard
for
to believe.
hours.
We literally could. I could go for another hour right now. I could go for another hour right now. That's my
We used to.
yours. Yeah,
Wait, once upon a time.
we did 2.5 every week.
We were so young.
It was the before times
It
It
was.
was, in
when
fact,
we
the
wore
before
hard
times.
pants, as Kate has dubbed them.
Hard pants. Never again.
Oh,
Never-
the firm
never again.
pant,
Yes.
Yeah, no
the
more hard
rigid
pants for me.
pant.
That's real 2019. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for
So
sure,
over.
for sure. Well, that being said, revered Shadow Council and assorted others, may our labors please you. Thank you so much for coming up. Hopefully we got to your question. Hopefully you have been nourished thereby. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you next time.